I watched my parents smile as my sister showed off her brand new luxury car, bought with $95,000. Money they claimed was family savings. What they didn't know. That money came from the antique piano my dying grandmother left only to me. And when I whispered the truth to her from her hospice bed, she didn't cry. She didn't scream. She picked up her phone, made one call, and said calmly, "It's time for them to meet my attorney." My grandmother wasn't just family to me. She was my home. Growing up, while my parents were busy fighting or favoring my younger sister, Grandma was the one who raised me. She taught me kindness, discipline, and music. Her most precious possession was an antique grand piano, over 80 years old. Hand-carved wood. Original ivory keys. A piano so rare that collectors once offered her 6 figures. But she never sold it. She used to say, "This piano holds my life's memories, and one day, it will be yours." I was the only one who ever played it with her. Every evening, every holiday, just us. When Grandma was diagnosed with terminal cancer, she made her will very clear. In front of witnesses. In front of a lawyer. The piano was legally left to me. Only me. Not my parents. Not my sister. Me. Grandma even gave me the documents and said, "No matter what happens, this piano is yours." I trusted my parents to honor that. That was my first mistake. 2 weeks after Grandma was moved to hospice care, my sister came home screaming with excitement. There it was. A brand new luxury car parked in our driveway. Leather seats. Custom rims. Dealer plates still on. I asked, confused, "Where did you get the money?" My mom smiled casually. "We sold something old. It was just sitting there anyway." My stomach dropped. I ran to the music room. The piano was gone. No marks. No explanation. Just empty space, where my childhood lived. When I confronted them, they didn't even apologize. My dad said, "You don't need it. It's just furniture." My mom added, "Your sister needed a reliable car. Family comes first." I reminded them. The piano was not theirs to sell. My sister rolled her eyes and said, "Grandma's basically gone. Why does it even matter?" That night, I cried harder than I ever had. But worse than the tears was the rage. The next day, I visited Grandma in hospice. She was weak. Barely able to lift her head. I didn't want to tell her. But she deserved the truth. I whispered. "They sold the piano." Her eyes opened. I told her everything. The car. The money. The lies. For a moment. The room was silent. Then something unexpected happened. Grandma reached for her phone. Her voice was calm. Steady. She dialed a number and said only one sentence. "It's time for them to meet my attorney." No anger. No emotion. Just certainty. Within 48 hours, my parents were served legal papers. Turns out Grandma had planned for exactly this scenario. The piano had been placed in a trust, with a clause that said, if sold without my consent, the seller would owe triple its value. Plus legal penalties. Plus forfeiture of inheritance. The buyer? A high-end collector. The sale? Illegally executed. The court ruled fast. My parents were ordered to. Heavy checkmark return the full $95,000. Heavy checkmark pay an additional $190,000 in damages. Heavy checkmark cover all legal fees. They had to sell the car. My sister cried. My mom blamed me. My dad begged Grandma to stop it. She refused. Grandma passed away peacefully a month later. But before she did, she changed the will. She left everything else. The house, savings, assets. Directly to me. And added one final note. You were the only one who respected my wishes. The piano was recovered. Restored. Now it sits in my own home. Every time I play it, I remember her strength. And the lesson she taught me. Never underestimate a quiet woman with a good lawyer. They thought stealing from a dying woman had no consequences. They were wrong. Dead wrong.